Hey all, hope you all are good. Welcome back. In today's video, we are gonna see about various views in Airflow. So let's begin. So first is we will gonna see is DAG view. So DAG view in Airflow provides the comprehensive overview of DAG, that stands for Directed Acyclic Graphs. It displays all the you can say list of DAGs in your environment, which even includes the task, the dependencies, allowing the user to visualize the monitoring and the execution flow of individual tasks. So let's see from the Airflow UI. So this is the DAG view. Here you can see the list of all DAGs. You can see bash bash operator DAG, branching DAG, data pipeline, another DAG. Here you can see list all the DAGs which are present, how many are active and how many are paused. You can see current there are 0 running DAGs, 0 failed DAGs. Here you can see who are all are the owner of DAGs. So you can see beside each DAG ID, or you can say the DAG name, there is a owner. Then comes the runs. So here you can see how many successful runs are there, how many failed runs are there, how many in running state, and other information. Then you can see the schedule. So uh, each DAG ID runs on a specific schedule. For example, here you can see daily. This means it runs daily at 12 a.m. Then comes none. So this DAG is not scheduled at all. Then comes the last run. So last run shows information about when the DAG actually executed, and next run shows when uh, DAG is going to execute next. Then comes the filter. You can see here there is a filter column. So filter column uh, allows to filter the DAG depending upon various tags. So you can see this is a bash operator DAG. Okay, and you can see bash and operator are the tags associated to this bash operator DAG. Then you can also search the DAG from this search DAGs box. Then comes the auto refresh. This allows the UI to be refreshed automatically. Then here you can see there are various options such as DAGs, cluster activity, which shows information about all the cluster running. Then comes the dataset, security, browse, admin, and docs. So this is the comprehensive, you can say, uh, uh, the DAG view of Airflow. Now coming to the next view, moving on to the next view is grid view. So grid view allows us to view the state of task in a DAG over a period of time, which give detailed information about the success and failure of the task and duration of run. So let's see from basically the Airflow UI. Okay, so this is the grid view of bash operator DAG. So here you can see all the tasks which are present here. So task 1, task 2 and task 3 are the tasks present here. Now here you can see this vertical bar. So it represents the execution status of each task over the past n runs. So here you can see there are 4 visible runs, and this green means this these tasks are basically success. So each task when executed has a color coding. For example, red, if the task color is red, this means it's failed. If it is light green, this means it's in running state. If it is yellow, then it means you can say up for retry. And if it is orange, this means the upstream task has failed and it hasn't run. Now you can see at the top the big vertical line. This basically tells us about the start and the end time of the run of DAG, which gives the duration. Now coming to the other information, here we can find the last run of the DAG. Here we can see number of runs. Here we can, for example, if you want to only view the last 5 runs, it's visible here. Now comes the all run types. So here you can see it allows us to filter whether you want to filter the schedule run, manual run, or dataset triggered run. Then comes the all run state. So from this we can view all the success state uh, DAGs, or the running state DAGs, or the failed DAGs. Now coming to here, okay, so here you can see this gives information about the what is the first run date of the stack, then the last run start, then the max duration this DAG ran, then the mean duration and the minimum duration this DAG run. Then in the DAG summary, it gives information about the total number of tasks present and the number of operator present. So in this task, all tasks have bash operator. So here you can see the number of bash operator being used. Now here you can find all the other information such as um, description. This DAG doesn't have any description, then the DAG ID. Then you can see if it is active or not. So here you can see it's active, that's why it's written true. Is paused, is subdag, which is again false. Then other information. Now let's move to the other view, that is graph view. So let's see what is graph view. Okay, so graph view in Airflow provides the representation of DAGs in graphical format, showcasing the task and their dependencies as nodes and edges in a graph. It provides the visual representation of the workflow structure, making it easier to understand the exact relationship between the task. So let's see from the Airflow UI. So when you click on this graph, so this is the graph view of this DAG. So from this grid view, you cannot say what's the exact um, dependencies or the structure of a DAG, but from the graph view, you can easily view how these tasks are being set up in sequence or in parallel, or any other structure is there. So you can see the task 1, task 2 and task 3 will run in sequential format with the operator being used as bash operator. So here you can see graph view provides the information about the status of the DAG for only one run. Okay, that is the latest run, but from we can change the date to select the status for any past run. Now moving on to the next view, that is calendar view. So the calendar view in Airflow displays the DAG runs and task instances on a calendar, allowing the user to visualize the scheduling and execution of workflows over the time. So it provides the convenient way to track when the tasks are executed and when it got failed, or when it is in success. So let's see. So on top, if we click on this calendar view, it provides the comprehensive view when the DAG actually ran. So if we see, if there is nothing, this means there is no status. If it is having a dot, this means it is planned to run on the next end dates. Then comes the color coding. So green means it's success. So here you can see on 11th of April 2024, three run take place and all were success because it's green. On 10th, on 10th of April, only one run take place one and out of that one run, the run of the DAG was success. So here you can see these dots. So these dot represents that these tasks will run on the next date as the schedule is set to daily. Now moving to the next view is the variable view. So Variable view in Airflow provides the user to manage variables which are key value pairs used for storing configuration setting or parameters. It provides an interface for creating, editing, and deleting variables as well as viewing the current values. So let's see from the UI. So if we go to admin, here you can see variables. So this is the variable view. Here you can see these are the two variables created which whose names are generic info and owner, and in variable view the data is being stored in form of key value format, and from if the variable contains any of the keywords such as password, secret, authorization, API key, or access token, so by default the value being stored in the variable will be in encrypted format and will not be visible from the UI. Now moving on to the next view, that is Gantt chart. So Gantt chart in Airflow is an visualization tool that displays the scheduling and execution of tasks within the DAG over time. It represents task bars along a timeline showing their start and end time relative to each other. So Gantt chart helps the user to understand the duration and dependencies of tasks within the Airflow, making it easier to identify the scheduling conflict or inefficiencies. So let's see from the UI. So let's go back and open the this DAG. Okay, so when I will click on Gantt, so it shows when the task actually started and how much time it took to run. So here you can see task 1 takes the minimum time, and here you can see the duration of task 2 is more. This means it took uh, more time to run. Here you also provide the information when the task got started and when the task got executed. So here you can see it shows information about the queue duration and the run duration, queued at, started, and the end time. Moving to the next view, that is task duration view. So the task duration view provides the duration taken by the task over the past n runs. So it allows us to view if there are any outliers in a execution of the particular task and understand where the time is spent um, in the total diagram. So let's view from the uh, uh, Airflow UI. So if we click on this task duration, and let me zoom out a bit. So here you can see the execution time of each task over the particular duration. For example, here you can see on the left hand side it shows information the time taken, and in the x-axis it shows the basically a date when the particular task has run. So here you can see this orange line which represent the task 3. It shows the duration taken by in each run has decreased over the time as the DAG execute, but the duration of this task 2 remains constant and over the period of time. And similarly, you can see for the status of task 1 which has decreased, uh, which has a decreased duration over a period of time. So let's move to the another view, that is audit log view. So audit log view provides the information about the execution of a DAG. So let's see from Airflow UI. So on the right here you can see the audit log. So it provides the you can say it provides the information about the events and the operation that have been taken place in the DAG, and it also include information about the airflow configuration, or you can see when the task ran at what time, what was the exact logical date, who was the owner of this task, and other details. Let's move to the another view, that is the code view. So code view provides the information about the code of a DAG. So if we click on this code view, so you can find the basically the code that is written for this bash operator DAG. So it basically contains information about the uh, what is the what is the schedule interval, what's the DAG name, what's the start date, whether you want to enable the catch up, okay, and the tags, and even stores this stored the information about each and every operator used in a DAG and how the dependencies are set between each and every uh, task of a DAG. Moving on, moving on, moving to the next view, that is cluster activity view. So it provides all the information. You can say the metric in order to monitor your Airflow cluster. So if we click on this cluster activity, here you will get information how many. First we can see the live matrices and the historical matrices. So here you can see I have the one unpaused DAG, okay, out of the total 66 DAGs, and currently there are 0 running DAGs, okay. Then you can see the information about the health, such as the metadata status is healthy, scheduler is also healthy, and the last heartbeat received at this time. Then it shows the history matrices which we can tune from the start and the end date and the duration. So the difference between the end date and start date shows a duration in which the total 6 run all were success. There was 0 failed, 0 queued, or 0 are in currently running state. Then comes the DAG run type. So it shows the information about whether the run was scheduled or manual. So out of the total 6 run, 50% was scheduled and 50% of the run was manual. Now coming to the task instance states, all the run, you can say about the past 16 runs, all were success. 0 was failed, 0 has no status or queued or have been removed. There are other states as well, but here you can see from the pie chart only 100% are success.